What is going on, everybody? Yvonne here, and today we're gonna go over 10 of the most comfortable shoes of 2024. Now, as a big runner myself, I've tried out so many different types of shoes, and let me tell you, there can be some really large differences in terms of comfort. Now, no matter if you're a runner or you're just using these shoes for everyday activities, comfort is something that is important to every single person. So let's dive in and cover the most comfortable shoes of 2024. Now, keep in mind, most of these shoes are going to be unisex, so there for sure should be something for you. Now, to kick off the list, we got the Rebel V4s. Now, the Rebel V4s are known for number one, their speed, but number two is going to be how flexible the actual grip of the shoe is. When you're doing long distances or you're going for long walks, you want to make sure that the inside of the shoe is quite flexible, because if it's quite rigid, it's going to make it really uncomfortable to go very long ways. So even though this shoe is known for speed, you can count on it taking you guys on a long walk in a very comfortable fashion. The inside sole of the shoe allows your foot to move in naturally, so it's not going to feel like it's kind of like stuck in there, and that's really nice, especially if you're going to be walking around all day. Plus, check it out, there's so many different cool designs when it comes to this shoe, and it doesn't matter if you're a runner or you're just using it for casual purposes, it's going to be really good for you. And kicking us off at number two, we have the Nike Invincible 3s. Now, the coolest part about these is the foam inside of the shoe is quite similar to the Nike Vaporflies, which can reduce a lot of the pressure when it comes to your guys' joints. However, when we're comparing these to the other shoes, the actual foam and the layer of it is going to be much thicker, so it's kind of like you guys are running on clouds. And that's what I mean. Look, in this list, there are going to be a ton of running shoes, and the reason why they're so comfortable is just because they provide so much cushion. And usually when it comes to cushion, that kind of leads to comfort, right? And you're not actually feeling it along the way. Like, for example, try walking a marathon in All-Stars. Your feet are going to swell so bad, you guys are going to thank me later for actually trying out the Invincible 3s. And as you guys are walking, there's kind of like the bounce to it, right? There's a little spring built in there, so actual walking part of it becomes much easier, especially if you guys are covering longer distances. The actual sole of the shoe is quite wide, and that can make it comfortable for most people, right? Because again, your foot is not kind of crunched in there, and that's seen a lot in like shoes that are meant to go fast. So this shoe is going to be really great for it because it's going to give you so much space within the shoe. And the actual material behind it, like the upper part, Nike uses a Flyknit material that kind of adjusts to your guys' foot, making it a really comfortable experience. And I don't know if you guys have ever read the story of Phil Knight, the founder of Nike, but it's a really good read, and it's really interesting of how these Nike shoes actually came into fruition. Would highly suggest you guys to check out this book because it reveals the whole story behind these shoes and the actual technology that's involved in it. And at number three, we got the second version of the Cloudmonsters. Now, what makes them really comfortable is that they have those hollow pods inside of them. So as you guys are walking or just doing any kind of longer distances, these are going to make your life so much easier. This is a unique design for Cloudmonster, and good thing that it lives up to its name because it really feels like you're walking on clouds. There's literally helium superfoam built inside the shoe. So as you guys are walking, you're going to feel a little bit more of that bounce. And especially, and I know I said it a lot, if you guys are doing longer distances, it's going to thank you guys so much. Let's check this out. You see these pods right over here? I'm telling you, this is going to be the thing that's going to make or break your guys' experience. When it comes to Cloudmonsters, there's so many of these along the layer of it. So actually walking, using them on an everyday basis, going to make your guys' experience out of this world. I personally use these as one of my dailies, and something that they do really well is kind of hold on to your foot. Like, they're not really sliding. I don't know if you guys can understand that, but they're not really sliding around. So when it comes to blisters or really being comfortable in the long run, they do a really good job with that. And up next, we have the Sauconys, and they've literally been described as pillows for you guys' feet. They have this special midsole, and something that a lot of runners complain about is the shoe being really mushy, as the technology is really pushing for the soft feel of the shoe. However, this shoe specifically has found a balance between being firm but at the same time responsive to you guys' walking or running, so that's what makes it do a really good job. The shoe has really good padding inside of it, and it's really breathable, so if you guys want to use it on a daily basis, it's going to be a really good option for you. I've tried these shoes on, but I haven't worn them too much, but what I remember from these specifically is that the tongue and the collar experience give it a really snug fit, and I guarantee you, if I were to wear it for, like, let's say a marathon or even more, it's going to make my shoe and like the experience with it a lot better. But let's get real. What this shoe is really known for is going to be its durability. And look, as someone that usually wears my shoes for many months, this is a no-brainer, especially if you live in a rough terrain. Like if you don't live somewhere where there's a nice road or a pavement to actually run on, and like you live somewhere in Colorado, this is going to be really nice as your shoes are not going to get destroyed the third day of you actually using them. And coming up next, we have the Brooks Glycerin 21s. And there's always a debate of how to actually pronounce the word Glycerin or Glycerin. This is is almost bringing me back to my organic chemistry days when I didn't really know how to pronounce a certain compound. Now this shoe specifically features the DNA Loft Foam, which is going to be the softest of up to date. This shoe is designed to have a more of a luxurious feel, and that does come with a price point, but whenever you put these bad boys on, it feels really nice. The shoe reinforces the natural gait cycle, and pretty much what that means is kind of like the way you actually walk. So all the way through the heel actually striking the ground to it being later flat to actually delivering the power through you guys' step is going to be really nice. And these ones in particular are going to be very versatile because you can use them for many different things, ranging from running to CrossFit to everyday activities. And if you're like me, where you tend to heel strike when you're going on a run or doing a sport activity, this is going to be a game changer for you. Because shoe aside, the way it puts pressure on your guys' joints is done in a very well and like balanced fashion, and you don't want too much pressure be happening in one area over another. And if you're having problem with heel striking, this particular shoe is going to help a ton. And coming in at number 6 are going to be my personal favorites, and are going to be the Nike Pegasuses. Now the reason why they're going to be my favorite is because I personally like more of a locked in feel whenever I run or do any type of activity. Most people like to have more of a freer feeling when it comes to their shoes, but for me personally, what makes me feel comfortable is when a shoe is just locked in on your foot. I don't like it feeling loose whatsoever, and I feel that this shoe does a really good job while holding your foot intact, but at the same time being really breathable. There's going to be a lot of support when it comes to the heel for this shoe specifically, and it makes it a really good all-rounder. And check out how awesome these picks are. Come on. There's not much that can beat this. But in all reality, if you're looking for a shoe that kind of sticks into your foot, doesn't move much around, right? It can be a little firmer than other shoes in my opinion. This is going to be a really good option for you. And up next, number 7, we have the very controversial shoe on this list, which are going to be the Nike Alphaflys. Now look. I know this is like a traditional running shoe, right? And most people are not going to say it's an all-around shoe, but hear me out. The cushion on this thing is insane. Literally, if you wear this, it feels like you're in a bounce castle. There's a reason why they're banning these shoes, and there's a reason they don't like them. Because they're how good they are. The engineering on this thing is insane. Whenever you're walking or doing any type of activity, like literally you're just gaining like 2 miles an hour automatically. These make you so fast you have no idea. Like literally every single marathon record has been broken in these, and that's why there's so much controversy in actually banning these in professional races. Overall, the actual cushion, which makes it bouncy and fast, is the reason why it's so comfortable, right? There's so much technology included in it, and that's why I picked it as one of my choices. And look, at the same time, they're really, really light. So look, if you're looking for something that's light and fast, this is going to be the shoe for you. And look, there's a reason why they're so expensive. Just because they're so stupidly good. And coming at number 8, we have the Ghost 15s. Now these are going to be a little bit more budget friendly, and this is going to be a really good all-around shoe. These shoes also have the DNA Loft technologies that the other Brooks shoes had, so these are really nice when it comes to the actual cushion. The reason I'm mentioning this shoe specifically is because it does multiple things well. Usually when you're looking at a shoe, you want to find something in equilibrium when it comes to the price, durability, speed, weight, and I think this shoe does a really good job with meeting it right in the middle. It's going to be really durable, so it's going to last you a while, but at the same time, these are really fast, comfortable, and I feel you just got to test it out to see if it's going to be the right shoe for you. For a majority of the people, it's going to be a really good choice. It's not as fast as other shoes that are on the list. However, if you want to just use something on a daily basis, it's going to be a really good shoe for you. And look, just a quick peep here. You can see that pretty much all the sizes are sold out, and there's a reason behind it, because the shoe is really good. It's a really good all-around shoe. It has really good fundamentals, and I heavily encourage anybody that's looking for like an everyday shoe to buy this one. And coming in at number 9, we have the Adizeros. Now let me tell you, a lot of people may disagree, but these things are really comfortable. And even though they're usually built for speed, so people that are running shorter distances, right, that's kind of like what they're known for. In my opinion, these are mad comfortable. Again, similar to the Pegasuses, these shoes are going to hold your foot quite firmly. However, they are going to be really, really comfortable. They're going to be really breathable. However, I would only recommend to get these if you're going to use them for any sort of running. If you're not going to be planning on running in these, they're going to be other shoes like the Brooks. They're going to be better options for you. However, if you are an avid runner or you do anything fitness related, this is going to be a really good shoe for you just because it's really comfortable and it's going to give you guys a lot of personal bests when it comes to running or anything movement related. And finishing off the list, we have the crowd favorite, which are going to be the Adidas Ultraboost. Now I see these bad boys literally everywhere, and I swear that many people really think that they're overhyped. However, I think these shoes are really great. I think they hold their own when it comes to the cushion and and the insole of the actual shoe, making it a really comfortable feel. The other thing about it, the prime knit technology inside of it gives it almost like a sock feel. So whenever you actually put your foot in, it feels really nice in there. This shoe in particular really adapts to your guys' foot, and it can be seen as almost like memory foam for your guys' feet. And whenever you're considering comfort, right, especially comfort over longer distances, this is going to be something that is really important. And also, let me tell you, the colors on these are going to be really sick, ranging from this lime green to this blue to this black. Really, really nice. So look, if you're looking to be dripped out with these shoes, but at the same time having that level of comfort and speed, Adidas Ultraboost are going to be a right fit for you. And that's probably why they're so popular. And there you guys have it. Those are my top 10 most comfortable shoes of 2024. Whether you guys are looking for something that you can use on a daily basis, or you're looking for something that has a little bit more of a speed to it, what all these shoes have in common is going to be comfort. The overall feel of all of these shoes is going to be magnificent, especially if you guys are wearing them for longer distances where you can really feel the damage and see the big difference of what a good shoe makes. All the shoes that we went over are going to be linked down below in the description. And if you guys do purchase one of these, please make sure to go through one of our links because it tremendously helps support the channel at no cost to you. I hope that you guys got some value out of this video. And if you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Till next time, peace.